Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we have finally this week's book talk video. This week's been crazy busy, but really good. But still, I wanted to make sure that I got a book video up this week, especially considering on this coming Wednesday, we begin our first book club selection, which of course is The Nest by Cynthia D'Aprix Sweeney, or D'Aprix Sweeney. In last week's video, I left in the description box a link where you can purchase the book on Amazon America and Amazon Canada. I got my copy in my local Walmart, and it was like 40% off the cover price, even though it was a new release selection. So definitely check there. But of course, Amazon always has good prices too. So for today's video, I just wanted to talk about what I'm currently reading, and then 4 of the books that are on the very top of my urgent to be read pile. So what I'm currently reading is the same as last time, and this is Stephen King's Different Seasons. This book is 4 novellas in one. The first one is The Shawshank Redemption, which I'm sure everyone's familiar with that story. That was excellent, and the book and the film are so similar that it's almost amazing to me how close the movie was able to stick to the book. I always love when that happens, and they were definitely able to do that with Shawshank Redemption. The second story is Apt Pupil, which was also made into a film in I think '98 and starred Brad Renfrew and Ian McKellen. And there's definitely some very big distinct differences between the story and the film in that instance, but both are excellent. The third story is the one I'm currently on. It's called The Body. And then there's one more after that called The Breathing Method. So the first 2 stories really took up the majority of the book, so I don't have too much left. And then I'll be moving on down the line in the to be read pile. So first up in that pile is this little book here. And it's Dream House by Marzia, I don't know how to pronounce her last name, Bisognin? She's Italian, so I got this a few days ago, and I can't wait to read it. It's a nice slim volume. It's not going to take too long to read. And I'm very excited to see what kind of story she came up with. So I will definitely be doing a full review on this book. Probably not Wednesday coming up, but probably the Wednesday after that. So next in the pile is Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman, and I am actually kind of horrified to be mentioning this in that I haven't read it, because I don't know why or how I haven't read it yet. I'm a big fan of Neil Gaiman. I've read literally all of his other books, and I don't know how this has managed to escape me for as long as it has, and I've had this here in the house for about 6 months. But for whatever reason, it just keeps getting missed. So after Dream House, we are moving on to Neverwhere. I know for so many Gaiman fans, this is their #1 book. So I don't know how I've missed it. So I will definitely be reading that, and I cannot wait to finally get to that story. Next up, I know I've mentioned this in videos before, but I am a huge Hemingway fan. So the next book is The Complete Short Stories of Ernest Hemingway. Now, I love Hemingway in a way that is almost impossible to describe. I love all of his novels. A Movable Feast is one of my top 5 all-time favorite books. So good. And I haven't read this yet. I often pick it up and contemplate starting it, and then I get a little overwhelmed because there's so many other things. I'm like, well, I could read this book and this book and this other book in the time it would take me to read this, so I'll read those first and then I'll get to this, and that just keeps happening and happening, and then I never get to it. So I'm coming for you, Hemingway. I have the feeling that this is the kind of thing, like it's a large volume. The text is incredibly small, and I just know it's one of those books that's going to end up just completely devouring me, and I'm okay with that. I just really need to be ready for it, and I'm almost ready for it. And the final book on my kind of I can't believe I haven't read this yet to be read pile is The Book Thief by Markus Zusak. And I've heard so many people speak so highly about this, and I'm very excited to read it. So I feel like this is also one that my mom's gonna like, so I'll probably pass this along to her once I'm done. So yeah, that pretty much sums it up right now for what's going on book-wise. I'm very excited to start reading the book club selection next week. If you are going to be reading along, do let me know down in the comments so I can kind of get an idea of how many of us there are. Hopefully it's not just me, but if it is, that's all right too. I'll still enjoy the read. But yeah, if you are planning to read along, do let me know and we can talk about it. And yeah, so I'm just gonna keep this short for today, just to get this up there. And I would love to know in the comments down below what you're currently reading and what is on your to be read pile at the top, like that book that you can't believe you haven't read it yet and you can't wait to start. So let me know, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see you Monday. Bye guys.